Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mr. Allison from Metro United Karate and one of the other Mr. Allisons. Dallas, of course, is my son, 19, soon to be 20-year-old black belt, and this is really a labor of love for the activity that we do. It is our pride and joy to be able to provide this opportunity and give back to the community, and it warms my heart exceptionally well to see. One, if not both of my children, also give back to the community. This portion is important to me. I actually watched my father prior to me being old enough to participate in any of these things. My dad was the baseball coach and the Boy Scout troop leader for the Boy Scouts before I was old enough to even be able to participate. So I understood why it was important to not just invest in my children, but everybody's child. I'm thankful to be able to uh, lend this passion out to the community and hopefully cultivate my son to be able to do the same thing. But we're going to take a moment and just kind of keep it real with you and talk about some things. Dallas, have you ever wanted to quit karate?
Yes,
Why?
because it pushed me to a different level. That as a kid, I didn't really want to be pushed that hard. I wanted to, chill, relax, and that type of stuff.
I think as a kid, it was probably play games and just kind of, but as a teenager, it turns into chill, relax, be lazy. One of the best things that I can say to my parents is just kind of keep your foot on the gas, right? We're trying to develop them. It's not time to let up. So you had some times where you had an opportunity to take a break, but it wasn't an all out quit. And then you've come back to train, and I've watched you develop as a phenomenal instructor and a good competitor. And we still have some goals that we're trying to accomplish, right? Right. What are some of the things that you enjoy most about your martial arts training?
That has given me the confidence to really step out and be able to conquer anything that comes towards me, whether that's school, um, social relationships, and all that type of stuff.
You'll hear me say in other video posts and teaching in class that success is a transferable skill. Now you may be wondering, like, how is success a transferable skill? It's a transferable skill because the variables that you use to be successful in any activity, whether it's martial arts, it's discipline, it's focus, it's self-control. You can take those things off the mat from the karate classes and you can apply them in every aspect of your life. It works in academics if you are disciplined, if you are focused, if you are committed, if you are consistent. Those things work in school, they work in business, they work at work, at your jobs. And those are some of the things that we're introducing to the students here in the martial arts studio. So when you're considering uh, joining for a martial arts class, or when your child runs into that challenge to go to the new belt, the next class, and it becomes hard and they start to utter those words about quitting, that's the time where we should be thinking as parents about doubling down. Many of us get up and we go to work, and I've had different careers. We go to work, we do jobs. If we're lucky, we get to operate within our passion. But sometimes we're working an 8, 10, 12-hour shift, and it may not be the career that you hope to do, but you understand how you have to be responsible to provide. We're teaching that to our children. Um, don't create excuses for them that allows them to quit. From a societal standpoint, you'll notice that we are competing in a global economy. We have here in the States, many of our children are going through our educational standpoints and they are just speaking English. When we travel the world to compete, and I've been all over, those children are learning multiple languages. They're not being conditioned to think that they can't balance their academics with their sporting activities. They can't balance their academics with the other social aspects of their life. They are learning those things. I remember two standout students that we had in our program, Daba and Miriam. And if I'm not mistaken, Daba and Miriam were from Senegal. And they spoke multiple languages as children fluently. Okay, French, English, their native language from their hometown, and in Arabic, if I'm not mistaken. Um, we can do those things with our children. They can do martial arts and still be successful academically. They can do martial arts and do another sport. They can balance those tasks and be successful. Because as adults, if we don't teach them that now, how are they going to balance work and a spouse, work and a family, work and taking their children to their activities? For many of us that work multiple jobs, or maybe work and still go to school while we're striving to be our very best, don't cheat them of the opportunities that allow them to level up. This is Mr. Allison and Coach Dallas from Metro United Karate, just sharing a moment with you. We look forward to seeing you on our mat. You can get more information at www.mukarate.com or give us a call at 734 744 6121.